What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today I wanted to do a part 2 to my first initial video of fitting this RZR into my 28-foot toy hauler. So a couple things just want to go over. Definitely have learned a lot just in loading it, strapping it down, and towing it for the first time. Just want to kind of cover that with you guys, so let's get right into it. All right, guys, so first off, I definitely was able to jack the machine all the way up and get the suspension strap tighter. I did put the hooks down here at the bottom of the shocks, which gave me a lot more leverage as far as being able to strap the shocks. I usually put a couple of rags in there, but I didn't this time. It didn't really seem to mess them up the first time. Those hooks are kind of like a softer kind of metal, so it didn't really do anything. And I also got 2 of the exact same spares. So before I had that spare on the driver's side, and I had a different spare on the passenger side, which had a lower offset, so it was pushed out more. So now that I have these 2 spares on, there's plenty of room. I'm going to load it up here in a second, guys, so I can show you how much easier it is, how much more clearance I have now with these tires, being able to strap the suspension the correct way. I've got like 3 inches on each side, maybe 4 inches on each side, so plenty of room there. I also learned that it's very easy to strap the machine down just by hooking these straps on before I load the machine, because if I load the machine, then I have to actually climb under the machine and crawl and get dirty, and it was a pain last time. So what I did now is I just hooked the straps to the frame and just kind of threw them in to the machine for right now. This way, when I get in there, all I have to do is grab them, hook the hooks onto the tie down spots in the machine, or in the camper rather, and then I can just strap it down and we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and load it up, guys, and show you how much easier it is now and how much clearance we have. Unfortunately, it actually bent that cleat. All right, guys, I got the cleat bent almost all the way back. This is for the patio that kind of folds up and down. I just take these off just because it's an extra step to have to get the machine in and out. We don't use it a whole lot either, so I'm just going to pull this off. It's a couple 12mm bolts. This way I don't keep running it over because it's right in the way of the tire going in. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with the straps. Like, I just have them hooked onto the frame, and then this way I can just grab them, hook them onto the cleats there, and then the machine is strapped down and good to go. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys the room. So now I've got, plenty of room on that side and the rear. The rear is never a problem. It's always the front that's been an issue. So I'll go around and show you guys the room now. Way more. Definitely feel a lot more comfortable. So, I mean, I've got, like I said, 4 or 5 inches there. And then on the other side, I've got a few more inches as well there. So plenty of room. And so even if it bounces around a little bit, it's not like it's right up against the wall like it was. And pulled it up there. So I still got plenty of room here in the front. Again, this is a 14-foot garage. And this machine, I think, is like 13.2, 13.3. And then obviously you can see we've got plenty of room in the back also to close the gate. So definitely happy with it. Definitely learning more and more, little by little, as I do it. It's only my second time towing this machine in the camper, so I'm sure as I go along I'll learn more and more. But yeah, super stoked. Plenty of clearance too. Height wise, I just had to take the one couch out of the other side, which I showed in the last video. But yeah, she's good to go. She's loaded up and we're about ready to head out. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks again for tuning in. Watch part 1 if you like. Definitely want to also say that I had a couple people comment about how it would tow with the engine being in the back and most of the weight being in the back, and honestly, it towed amazing. What I did was I filled the freshwater tank with 100 gallons, which would have added about 1,000 pounds of weight to the tongue just to try to balance it out, and it was great. And then on the way back, I tried it with the freshwater tank empty, and it was still just as good. So I didn't notice any difference. There was no swaying. It didn't feel like it was too light on the tongue. It towed great, so super happy about that, guys. But yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one.